The Dangote Refinery complex in Lagos, Nigeria, touted as one of the largest oil processing facilities in the world, has taken another significant step in its journey towards stabilizing operations and reaching full capacity. For the first time since its launch, the refinery has sourced crude oil from Ghana, underscoring a pragmatic shift in supply strategy as Africa's energy giant works to balance production commitments with market realities. Ghana joins the crude supply chain. In August 2025, the $20 billion refinery incorporated Ghana's Sankofa grade crude into its intake, according to market tracker Blur. This medium-sweet crude, with 29 API gravity and a 0.3% sulfur content, was shipped alongside cargoes from Nigeria, the United States, Brazil, Angola, and Equatorial Guinea. Confirming the development, Devakuma Edwin, executive director of Dangote Industries, emphasized that sourcing crude from multiple locations enhances flexibility and ensures stable refinery operations. This approach is about keeping the facility running steadily, Edwin noted. His remarks marked a departure from earlier assurances that Nigerian crude would dominate the refinery's supply chain. Nearing nameplate capacity. Figures from August indicate that the refinery processed 610,000 barrels per day, BPD, in August, edging closer to its 650,000 BPD nameplate capacity. That translates to about 70% utilization, up from 60% in the first quarter of the year. The facility has surpassed expectations in 2025, with steady growth in crude receipts and run rates, said Benedict George, editor of the August European Products Report. Supporting data from Blur revealed the refinery received 5 Nigerian Suezmax shipments, 2 U.S. very large crude carriers, 1 Ghanaian cargo. This increasing diversity in supply highlights the rapid scaling of operations and growing importance of foreign crude in Dangote's refining mix. Balancing commitments with market realities. Initially, Dangote Industries had assured stakeholders, via Bloomberg, that it planned to transition to 100% Nigerian crude by the end of 2025. The company's representatives argued that as long-term import contracts expire, the refinery would focus fully on local sourcing. However, supply limitations and market volatility have forced adjustments to that plan. The decision to source from Ghana underscores the growing importance of cross-border energy flows in Africa's drive toward fuel independence. Analysts point out that blending crude grades from multiple African and international suppliers not only reduces risks of supply disruption, but also signals the continent's capacity for energy interdependence. For Nigeria, the Dangote Refinery remains a cornerstone of energy security, designed to slash the country's reliance on imported fuels and transform it into a potential net exporter of refined products. By pulling in supplies from Ghana and beyond, the refinery is laying the foundation for a more regionalized and resilient energy strategy, a facility at the heart of Africa's energy future. At present, the refinery's balancing act between local commitments and regional sourcing is more than a logistical necessity. It is a strategic statement. By diversifying feedstock, Dangote is ensuring that the plant, one of Africa's most ambitious industrial undertakings, does not fall victim to the bottlenecks and uncertainties that have plagued Nigeria's oil sector for decades. With record intake levels, steady output growth, and new supply chains reaching beyond Nigeria's borders, the Dangote Refinery is increasingly emerging not just as Nigeria's refining backbone but as West Africa's hub of energy resilience. As the refinery edges toward full capacity, it represents both a test case and a blueprint for how African nations can leverage cooperation, diversification, and innovation to achieve greater control over their energy futures.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this update and want to stay informed with fast, reliable news. Don't forget to subscribe to Newsflash 360. Hit the notification bell so you never miss a story. Your next headline is just seconds away.